Hi everybody, and welcome to today's webinar on unlocking ESG data to simplify the reporting challenge. We're very pleased today to be presenting this webinar as part of Climate Week New York and welcome you to today's discussions. Agenda-wise for today, I'm David Wynn, the Managing Director for North America at Greenstone, and I'm joined by Neil Stewart, who we're very happy to have with us from the Value Reporting Foundation. So agenda-wise, Neil's going to be taking us through a look at some of the key topics here around the growing demand for ESG data, having a look at ESG performance metrics, and then some top things that investors are looking for in ESG data. And then I'll close out today's 30-minute session by looking a little bit more closely at how ESG data in 2021 is more collaborative, how we can move beyond collection, and finally, how technology can enable accurate and robust reporting. Hopefully everybody's familiar with the webinar process, but please do use the GoToWebinar boxes on the right to send in any questions. We'll get back to you with any specific questions, but we'll also be following up with an FAQ document. So please do send questions through to us so that we can get back to you on those and include them in the conversation. For those that don't know about Greenstone, we're a leading sustainability software company. We've been around for 15 years providing sustainability software to enable companies to be more responsible businesses. We're going to kick things off with a quick poll. So you should shortly see a poll pop up on the screen for you to be able to answer. And so what we're interested in knowing really is what's the biggest challenge when it comes to unlocking ESG data? These all may well all be challenges, but what sort of jumps out to you the most? Is it about knowing where the data is across the business? Knowing what data needs to be collected? So what are the actual points? Or is it about knowing who needs to be involved in the process? So please feel free to click now. I can see the votes coming in. Great, so results-wise, it's about 55%, so just over half of people, it's about knowing where the data is across the business. 33% knowing what needs to be collected, and then about 12% knowing who needs to be involved. So interesting, and that's what we see. It's often you know who needs to be involved, but maybe it's about where is this data across the business and where do we actually get it from? Perfect. Great, well, I'm going to pass over now to Neil. He's going to take us through the next section of the session today. So Neil, over to you.
David, thank you very much, and thank you very much to Greenstone for inviting me to speak about ESG data, the growing demand for ESG data, and really how companies can unlock it, how they can communicate better with their audiences. Now, let me just see. Can you see my screen okay, David?
Looking good.
All right, excellent. Well, let me dive in.